Hey guys, I'm back with another Angler X video. I'm out on the Mississippi River chasing pre-spawn bass. This time of year is always tough because you got fluctuating water levels, you got rising water temperatures, and it's hard to tell where these fish are at in the whole spawning process. But I'm targeting some classic areas just outside of spawning areas where there's a little bit of current and some real nice edges you can fish spinnerbaits and even a frog. Check it out, I get a frog fish. Stick around, I think you're gonna love this week's video fishing for pre-spawn bass on the Mississippi River. This video is brought to you by Liquid Willowcat. Check out all their great products at liquidwillowcat.com. Fish. They're a little largy. Just fishing a real slow current area. We're just outside of a large spawning area. Water's really warmed up with the warm temperatures in the last few days. We're currently in about 65-degree water. But what I'm hoping is that I'm finding some staging fish. They're staging just outside of this big spawning flat. And we're catching them in just these little current breaks and stuff around these reeds. They're just kind of waiting to get a little bit of a meal here before they go to spawn. At least that's the theory anyway. Those fish weren't very big, but there certainly could be some bigger ones in and amongst them here. That's really what we're after. Fish. Good one. Nice largemouth. Oh, big fatty. Fish. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good bass. Dang. Guys, good fish. Saw that one coming for it. Could see the wake coming. Pre-spawn bass, big old belly. Get that guy back. Hit the spinnerbait. Hey, you're on fire tonight. There we go. Good fish. On the frog. On the frog. Yeah, guys. Beautiful fish on the frog. He's got a messed up eye. That's a pretty ugly looking eye right there. But he must have saw it with his good eye. It's a nice fish. 3 pounds. Get that guy back. The frog bite is on. Guys, we're only fishing in a couple feet of water. It's real shallow, 2 feet. Everything's been around 2 feet. I can actually see when a fish is starting to get excited for my bait, I can actually, since it's so calm, I can see the water start to move before they hit it, which is really cool. A day like today, they can see that frog really good. They know exactly when that thing is swimming through their area. Same with any bait, really. So if you can kind of see the stuff I'm fishing here, I'm using the spinnerbait. I'm kind of using a 1-2 punch, but I'm using the spinnerbait to work the edges and poke in wherever I can get a cast in with the spinnerbait. And then I'm using the frog to get in through some of the thicker stuff where I can't get my spinnerbait through. And so far it's been a pretty good combination. Allows me to really thoroughly work an area. I don't do much flipping. I'm not really a flipping guy. But if you were a flipping guy, you could flip, you know, some creature baits or whatever up in this kind of stuff too. But since we have such calm water and the water's warmed up into the mid 60s, the frog is definitely an option. You're not going to get the super aggressive blow-ups like you would in the middle of the summer, but they are going to hit these frogs. Sometimes it might just be a bass coming up and just slurping at it, but a day like today, you can really tell when they're pursuing that frog. There's no doubt about it. But if you've watched my videos in the past, you know I'm a frogging guy. I love throwing frogs, so as soon as I'm able to do that and catch fish, you're gonna see me throwing the frog. Some of you might ask, well, what's the minimum temperature you can start throwing a frog? What's the minimum water temperature that's gonna be, the bass are gonna be aggressive enough to hit a frog? Well, I think they might hit it in the 50s, but it's not gonna probably be your best option. Something slower like a plastic is gonna be a better option. But once it hits 60, mid 60s, they're gonna start slurping at frogs for sure. Good fish. Yeah, chunker. Whew. Beautiful. Beautiful fish. On the spinnerbait. Picking them off here and there. Just finding these old reed beds here. And we got current on the outside and then a kind of a dead area on the inside. And I found the combination of a dead area with current on the outside has been kind of the ticket. Just an absolutely gorgeous evening. Not a stitch of wind. Temperatures are in the 60s. Not a soul around. Couldn't ask for a better evening to be out. Supposed to get a little more wind the next couple days. That's why I wanted to get out today. It's turned out to be a good decision. Switch over to my frog here for a couple casts. I'll bring it right through the reeds. See if there's anything holding up in tighter here. They're hitting that frog, but they are not grabbing it very hard. Man, that one just barely slurped at the surface there. There's a little pocket up there in the reeds. I couldn't tell if he had it or not, so I set the hook. He did pull it under. Let's see if we can get him to bite again here. Well, we got the one little strike. Let's see if we can go back to the spinnerbait and put something in the boat here. Any of you are wondering, I throw braid on almost all my bass rods just because it's tough, and when you're throwing around cover you want a nice heavy line. The bass aren't line shy, so you can get away with 50-60 pound braid on a lot of your bass setups. Definitely want the heavier braid on your frogging rod. But I'm throwing a, I believe it's a Booyah spinnerbait. It's got the gold blades. I believe it's a half-ounce spinnerbait, maybe 3/8. Either one is fine. Get a little deeper with the half-ounce, but I'm only fishing a couple feet of water, so 3/8 is just fine. I can cast it a nice long ways. Ooh, there's a fish. Come on, hit it again. Ooh, you hit it again. Something was there. Oh, I could see him right there. Kept following it. Could see him because he had a lamprey on him. Could see the lamprey dangling on him. I don't think he was real big, otherwise he would have had that bait. There's one. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a good one. I saw that one come out for it. Good fish. There we go. That's how you do it. That was beautiful. Awesome fish. That's 3+, maybe 3.5. I saw that one coming out of the reeds for it and banged it. Beautiful. Well guys, we had a great day on the river, caught some really nice fish. That 1-2 combo of the frog and the spinnerbait's a great way to go. Go work some nice edges, a little bit of current, the right water temperature, the right kind of cover, and you're gonna find those pre-spawn bass. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video and maybe even learned something. Until next time, thanks for watching.